It's the Game of the Week pregame show. It's Memorial Day weekend, so we've reached about the 1/4 point of the season. Start off in the American League East, where last night the Baltimore Orioles, on a 9-game winning streak, faced the defending champion Minnesota Twins. They defeated them decisively 6-1. Dave McNally getting his 7th win, while Tom Hall is now 0-4. Baltimore has won 10 games in a row. They have jumped ahead of the New York Yankees, who are now back in second place. And last night at Yankee Stadium, they were beaten by the Angels 4-2. So the Yankees remain in second place. They are 5.5 games back. In the American League West, Oakland is in first place. And last night at Fenway Park, they took on the Boston Red Sox. And rookie Vida Blue threw a complete game shutout. He gave up only 3 hits against Boston. And Oakland beat the Red Sox 2-0. The game was started out as a pitcher's duel between Vida Blue and Jim Lonborg, who had recently been called back up from Pawtucket. But he left with an injury, and Bill Lee took over. There was no score until the top of the 5th, with 2 outs and runners on first and second. Or no, 2 outs and the bases loaded. And Angel Manguel singled, scoring 2 runs. And that was all that it took. Yeah, I think I misspoke. I don't think Lonborg was playing for Pawtucket. Yes, I did misspeak. Lonborg came up from Louisville. Going over to the National League, in the National League West, the surprising Houston Astros are in first place. They have a record of 30-16. Houston has never finished with a winning record before, and who knows, this might be the first time. Last night in Cincinnati, going into the 9th inning, they were losing 2-1. When Dennis Mickey led off with a single. Then Doug Rader singled. So with nobody out, runners on first and second, Jim Wynn came up against Clay Carroll and hit his 6th home run, which made it 4-2. And that was the final score. Jack Billingham got the win. He is 9-0 on the season, while Fred Gladding got the save. He is his 8th save. Billingham leads the majors with wins, and Gladding is tied with Fred Sherman of the Tigers for saves. Los Angeles is behind them in second place, 3.5 games back. They beat Philadelphia 5-4 last night. They scored 2 runs in the bottom of the ninth to win the game 5-4. And San Francisco defeated Montreal in a rain-shortened game 3-0. Giants rookie Steve Stone is now 5-0. And in the National League East, the Pittsburgh Pirates are in first place, with St. Louis in second place, 4.5 games back, while Chicago is in third place, 5.5 games back. Yesterday, Pittsburgh beat Chicago 3-1. That was Luke Walker getting the win. He's 7-2. Dave Justy got his 7th save, and Milt Pappas took the loss. He is 6-5. And that is the end of our pregame warm-up. We will be back in a few minutes with the game of the week. All right, after a 1-week hiatus, we are back with the game of the week. We're at Three Rivers Stadium in Pittsburgh as the Pittsburgh Pirates take on the Chicago Cubs. Ken Holtzman starts for the Cubs. He's made 11 starts on the year and is 5-4 with an ERA of 4.46. This will be his first start against Pittsburgh. He'll be opposed by Bob Moose for Pittsburgh. He's made 7 starts, and he is 2-2 with an ERA of 5.23. This is his first start against the Cubs. It's 78 degrees. Wind speed is 7 miles per hour, left to right. Don Kessinger steps in. He swings. That is fouled away. Strike 1. Starting lineup for Chicago will be leading off the shortstop, Don Kessinger. Batting second, the second baseman, Glenn Becker. Batting third, the left fielder, Billy Williams. Batting fourth, the third baseman, Ron Santo. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Jim Hickman. Batting sixth, the center fielder, Brock Davis. Batting seventh, the right fielder, John Callison. Batting eighth, the catcher, Randy Hundley. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Ken Holtzman. On defense, Pittsburgh will have Jose Pagan at first, Dave Cash at second, Gene Alley at shortstop, Rich Hebner at third, Willie Stargell in left, Al Oliver in center, Roberto Clemente in right, Manny Sanguillen catching, and on the mound is Bob Moose. Bob Moose has a record of 2-2 with an ERA of 5.23. 43 innings. He's given up 63 hits, 5 of those home runs. He has walked 15 and struck out 19. Don Kessinger with an 0-1 count. He is hitting .303 with 1 home run and 18 runs batted in. Here's the pitch. Fastball. He hits a bouncer to second. Cash has it to throw to first and 1 out. Here is Glenn Becker. Second baseman's hitting 361, no home runs, and 8 runs batted in. Hitting 348 against right-handers. The 1-0 pitch. He hits a grounder to first. Pagan up with it. Underhands at the Moose, covering first. 2 outs. Here is Billy Williams hitting 260, 7 home runs, and 26 runs batted in. Billy Williams, he was the Rookie of the Year 10 years ago. He has 299 career home runs. Will he hit number 300 today? We shall see. The 2-1 pitch. It's one bouncer to short. Gene Alley's up with it. To throw to first. 3 outs. Nothing across for Chicago in the first. We go to the bottom of the first. It is Chicago nothing, Pittsburgh coming to bat. For Pittsburgh, leading off will be Dave Cash, the second baseman. Batting second to right fielder, Roberto Clemente. Batting third to catcher, Manny Sanguillen. Batting fourth to left fielder, Willie Stargell. Batting fifth to third baseman, Richie Hebner. Batting sixth to center fielder, Al Oliver. Batting seventh to first baseman, Jose Pagan. Batting eighth to shortstop, Gene Alley. And batting ninth to pitcher, Bob Moose. On defense, the Cubs have Jim Hickman at first, Glenn Beckert at second, Don Kessinger at shortstop, Ron Santo at third, Billy Williams in left, Brock Davis in center, John Callison in right, Randy Hundley catching, and on the mound is the hard-throwing Ken Holtzman. Ken Holtzman has a record of 5-4 with an ERA of 4.46. He's pitched 72 and 2/3 innings. He's given up 74 hits, 4 of those home runs. He has walked 29 and struck out 65. And leading off is Dave Cash. He's hitting 269 with 1 home run and 16 runs batted in. Full count. Low, ball 4. Here's Roberto Clemente, hitting 349, 3 home runs and 23 runs batted in. Balls it back, strike 1. Swing and a miss. That was out of the strike zone. Strike 2. Wide the plate and low. Ball 1. That is all the way to the backstop. They're calling that a wild pitch. Dave Cash takes second. That evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pickoff throw to second. Cash is safe. Curveball, swing and a miss, strike 3. Here is Manny Sanguillen, the catcher. He's hitting 348, 3 home runs and 20 runs batted in. Swing and a miss, strike 1. It's a grounder to first. Hickman has it. He'll take it himself. 2 outs as Cash takes third. Here is Willie Stargell. He's hitting 329, 16 home runs, 39 runs batted in. Stargell leads the majors in home runs this season. Caught the inside corner, strike one. High and outside, ball one. That one missed, ball two. High and tight, ball three. 3 balls and 1 strike. Outside, ball four. 2 outs and runners at the corners. Here's the third baseman, Rich Hebner. He's hitting .311, 15 home runs, and 31 runs batted in. He's number 2 in the majors with home runs. Changeup caught the outside corner, strike one. Little chin music there, ball one. Swing and a miss on another changeup. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Another changeup, high and inside, ball 2. Curveball, too high, full count, 2 outs, runners on the corners. Here's the payoff pitch. In at the knee, strike 3 called. Strikeout number 2 for Holtzman. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 men left. We played 1. In Pittsburgh, no score. Ron Santo leads off for the Cubs in the 2nd inning. He's hitting .265. 8 home runs, 29 runs batted in. Hitting .253 in May. The 1-1 pitch. Fly ball in the right field. Clemente drifting over, and he has to dive, and he's got it. Whitmate caught that one at the last second. 1 out. Here is Jim Hickman, the first baseman, hitting .248 with 8 home runs and 24 runs batted in. The 0-1 pitch. Pops it up on the infield. Hebner calls for it, and he's got it. 2 outs. Here is Brock Davis, who's hitting .234, no home runs and 2 runs batted in. Hitting .204 against left-handers. The 3-1 pitch. It's a base hit in the left field. Stargell has it and throws it back in. That's the first hit of the game. Here is John Callison, who's hitting .239 with 2 home runs and 2 runs batted in. Breaking ball. He hits a high fly ball in right field. Clemente after it. But it makes the seats. Foul ball. Low balls and 1 strike. Gets Grounder right back to the mound. Moose has it, and he'll throw him out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score in Pittsburgh. Center fielder Al Oliver leads off for the Pirates. He's hitting .295 with 8 home runs and 23 runs batted in. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 3 for Ken Holtzman. Here's the first baseman, Jose Pagan. He's hitting .273, 4 home runs and 11 runs batted in. The young guy that the Pirates had earmarked to play first base this year, Bob Robertson, is on the disabled list. He had 35 home runs last year. He's expected to be out for about another 3 weeks. 2-2 pitch to Pagan. Curveball hits ground ball up the middle. Kessinger to his left. Has it, he has to make a quick throw, but he got him. Wells. And here's the shortstop, Gene Alley, who's hitting .239 with 4 home runs and 15 runs batted in. Alley's been a regular with the Pirates since the 1964 season. He's a lifetime batting average of .272, so he's sitting a little below his lifetime average. Hitting .215 in May. Here's the first pitch. Fly ball to center field. Davis near the wall, and he's got it. 3 outs. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. We played 2 in Pittsburgh. No score. River Stadium is not considered to be a very good home run park. Forbes Field wasn't the best home run park, but it seems like Three Rivers Stadium's a little tougher to hit home runs in. In the third inning for Chicago, it will be Randy Hundley, Ken Holtzman, and Don Kessinger. Randy Hundley, he is recovering from a knee operation. So he has played very little this season so far. He had to play 2 games in April, then he was out until May 10th. And this is the Saturday before Memorial Day. It is May 29th. So this is, let's see, 7th game that Hundley has played in. He's hitting .313, no home runs, and 3 runs batted in. For some backup for Hundley, not knowing how much he's going to be able to play this year. The Cubs traded last week. They traded Gary Gestad to the San Diego Padres for Chris Cannizzaro. All right, here is Randy Hundley. Hitting .313, no home runs, 3 runs batted in. Full count, payoff pitch, hits a grounder up the middle. Alley has it. Throw to first, 1 out. Here is Ken Holtzman. He's hitting .125 with no home runs and 1 run batted in. He is 3 for 24. One of those 3 hits was a double. 2-2 pitch. Swing, he caught a piece of it, but Sanguillen hung on. Strikeout. Strikeout number 1 for Bob Moose. And here is Don Kessinger. He is 0 for 1. He grounded out in the first inning. 1-0 pitch. Grounder up the middle. Cash to his right. Backhands it. Throw to first. 3 outs. Nothing across in the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the third. No score in Pittsburgh. For the Pirates in the third, it will be Bob Moose, Dave Cash, and Roberto Clemente. Bob Moose is hitting .091 with no home runs, 2 runs batted in. He is 1 for 11. The 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. Oldsmith walks the opposing pitcher. That's his 3rd walk of the game. Here is Dave Cash. He has a 7-game hitting streak going. He walked in the first inning. Hitting .298 against lefties. Breaking ball. There goes Moose. To throw to second. No chance to get him. Bob Moose has his first stolen base of the year. That pitch was called a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Runner on second. Cash looks at strike 2. Low and just inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. It's a blooper to short, but it's right at Kessinger. He'll take it. 1 out. Moose had plenty of time to get back to second base. Here is Roberto Clemente. He is 0 for 1. He struck out in the first inning. Roberto Clemente, he's been with the Pirates since 1955. He has an even 2,600 career hits. He is 37 years old. He's hoping to play about another 3 or 4 seasons and get his 3,000th hit. He has 213 career home runs and a career batting average of .322. He is considered to be one of the all-time great members of the Pittsburgh Pirates. He's had 3 seasons where he hit over 100 runs batted in, and 2 seasons where he had at least 30 home runs. Still has one of the best outfield arms in the business. 1 out. Runner on second. Sanguine's on deck. Too high, ball 1. Fastball cut the inside edge. Strike 1. It's base hit into left field. Williams up with it. Moose rounds third. He's going to try to score. Here's the throw from Billy Williams. Moose slides. He's safe. And Clemente took second on the throw. Pittsburgh takes a 1-0 lead. Here is Manny Sanguine, who's 0 for 1. He grounded out in the first inning. Curveball, low and outside, ball 1. Foul tip. Oldsmith walked the first batter, his opposite number, Bob Moose, and Bob Moose comes around to score. Guessing that made Cubs manager Leo Durocher a little unhappy. Ball two. 2 balls and 1 strike. It's bouncer up the middle. Kessinger has it. Throw to first. 2 outs. Clemente take third on that one. Here is Willie Stargell. He walked in the first inning. Stargell has an 8-game hitting streak. Fastball. He looked at strike one. Ball one. It's a liner down the first base line, but that's foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's strikeout number 4 for Holtzman, but the Pirates get 1 run on 1 hit, no errors. They left 1 on base. We played 3 at Three Rivers Stadium. Pittsburgh leads the Cubs 1-0. Take a look around the league. The top of the 4th at Fenway Park. The first place Oakland A's beat the Boston Red Sox 4-1. Dave Duncan hit his 7th home run for Oakland. That is Blue Moon Odom against Sonny Siebert. And the bottom of the 3rd, the New York Yankees beat the California Angels in New York 3-0. That is Rudy May against Fritz Peterson. In the 4th inning for Chicago, Glenn Beckert leads off. He is 0 for 1. He grounded out in the 1st inning. The 3-1 pitch. It's a grounder to second. Dave Cash is up with it. Throw to first. 1 out. Here is Billy Williams. He's 0 for 1. He grounded to short. Going to slate. Billy Williams right now is standing at 299 career home runs. Will he get number 300 today? We shall see. The 1-0 pitch. Base hit in the left field. Stargell up with it and tosses it back in. 1 out. Runner on first. And here is Ron Santo, who's 0 for 1. He flied out in the 2nd inning. That's just below the knees. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Breaking ball. Too low. Ball 2. In the dirt. That got by Sanguian. But Billy Williams held it first. Base hit in the right center. That gets all the way to the wall. Oliver, Clemente, they collided. Williams stopped at 3rd. Santos on 2nd with a double. Oliver and Clemente, they're shook up a little bit, but they're going to remain in the game. Here is Jim Hickman, who's 0 for 1. He popped out in the 2nd inning. Hit 250 with 2 home runs with runners in scoring position. It's a fly ball in the left field. Stargell going back. That's gone. Home run. Home run number 9 for Jim Hickman. And the Cubs take a 3-1 lead. It's 340 feet. Here is Brock Davis, who is 1 for 1. He singled in the second. 1-2 pitch. It's a base hit into center field. That's his second hit today. John Callison steps in. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out to the pitcher in the second inning. He fouls it back. Strike one. Outside, ball one. Just below the belt, strike two. He gets a base hit in the right field. Cash got too late a jump on that one. Runners on first and second, one out. And here's Randy Hundley. He's 0 for 1 today. He grounded out in the third. That caught the inside corner. Strike one. It's a grounder to first. Pagan throws a second. And they're running out. Hundley's hurt. Might be that knee. They are sending Chris Cannizzaro to run for Hundley. Two outs, runners at the corners, and here is Ken Holtzman, the pitcher. He struck out in the third inning. Batting 111 with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. Swing and a miss on the changeup. Strike one. It's a base hit in the right field. Clemente turned the wrong way on that one. Don't often see Clemente making a mistake in the outfield, but he made one there. Davis scored on that, and Cannizzaro took third. It is 4-1. Here is Don Kessinger. He's 0 for 2. He grounded out in the first, grounded out in the third, both times to Dave Cash. Curveball, swing and a miss, strike one. Base hit into center field. Cannizzaro scores. Holtzman takes third. And they're going to get some action in the bullpen. Elsa Bryles gets up to warm up. It's 5-0 Chicago. Here is Glenn Beckert, who is 0 for 2. He grounded out in the first, grounded out in the fourth. That was ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one. Ball two. Caught the inside corner, strike two. 2-2 pitch. Pops it up, first base side and foul ground. Pagan after it. And he has it. But that was a big inning for Chicago. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. We go to the bottom of the fourth. The Cubs lead the Pirates 5-1. Rich Hebner leads off for Pittsburgh in the fourth. He is 0 for 1. He struck out in the first inning. The 2-0 pitch. It's a fly ball in center field. Brock Davis moves over, and he's got it. 1 out. Here is Al Oliver, who's 0 for 1. He struck out in the second inning. The 0-1 pitch. Fly ball in the right field. Callison is there, and he's got it. 2 outs. Here is Jose Pagan, who is 0 for 1. He grounded out in the second. The 0-2 pitch. It's base hit in the left field. Next up is Gene Alley, who's 0 for 1. He flied out in the second inning. Ball 1. High and away at ball 2. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. That caught the outside corner. Strike 1. It's a grounder to third. Santo throws a second. That'll be all for Pittsburgh. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We've played 4 innings in Pittsburgh. The Cubs lead the Pirates 5-1. Billy Williams leads off. Hit the 5th for Chicago. He is 1 for 2. He's single. 4th inning. Single and scored. The 2-0 pitch. Fly ball in the right field. Clemente going back, home run! Home run number 8 for Billy Williams, and that is Billy Williams' 300th career home run. Making the announcement, and he is getting a nice hand from the crowd here at Three Rivers Stadium. Budcat Grant warming up now for Pittsburgh. Here is Ron Santo, who's 1 for 2. He doubled last time up. The 1-0 pitch. He is a grounder to second. Cash up with it. That's a bang-bang play. And he's out. One out. Here is Gene Hickman. He's 1 for 2. He hit a 3-run homer last time up. It's a high fly ball in the left field. Stargell going back at the wall. And he's got it. 2 outs. Here is Brock Davis, who's 2 for 2. He singled in the second and singled in the fourth. The 1-2 pitch. Fly ball to center field. Al Oliver is there, and he's got it. 3 outs. Cubs get 1 run, 1 hit. Billy Williams hit his 300th career home run. And no one left. We have played 4.5 innings. In Pittsburgh, the Cubs lead the Pirates 6-1. pinch hitting for Pittsburgh to lead off the bottom of the fifth is Charlie Sands. Sands is hitting .250, no home runs, and 2 runs batted in. He is 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter. He is 24 years old. He appeared in 7 games with the Yankees back in 1967. So this is his rookie year. The 0-1 pitch. Slow roller up the middle. Kessinger to his left has it, and he throws him out. One out. Charlie Sands. He's a little slow afoot, but he's a catcher, so that's about what you expect. Here is Dave Cash. He's 0 for 1. He walked and lined out. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. Here's Roberto Clemente, who is 1 for 2. He singled in the third, drove in Pittsburgh's only run of the game so far. Grounder in a right field, base hit. Cash round second. Going into third, he slides. He is safe. Runners at the corners. 1 out. Here is Manny Sanguillen, who's 0 for 2. He has a pair of groundouts. Both times he advanced a base runner. I forgot to mention that, of course, Chris Cannizzaro is in the game catching, replacing Randy Hundley for the Cubs. Inside, ball 2. Third inning in Milwaukee, the Brewers and the Tigers tied at 1 apiece. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2-2 pitch. Lines one into center field. Davis coming in. He takes it on the hop. Cash scores. It's 6-2. Here is Willie Stargell, who's 0 for 1. He walked and he struck out. He has an 8-game hitting streak. High and tight, ball 1. Strike 1 called. It's a high fly ball in the right field. Callison going back. That's gone. Home run. Home run number 17 for Willie Stargell. It's his 10th home run in the month of May. That went 347 feet, and it is now 6-5 Chicago. Here is Rich Hebner, who is 0 for 2. He struck out and he flied out. The 0-1 pitch. Oh, that hit him in the leg. And here is Al Oliver, who's 0 for 2. He struck out and he flied out. Foul tip, strike 1. Liner in a center field base hit. Davis was on that one pretty quick, so Hebner stopped at second. Here is Jose Pagan, who's 1 for 2. He singled in the fourth. Hitting .385 with runners in scoring position. Swing and a miss, strike one on the fastball. Swing and a miss, another fastball, strike two. Inside, ball one. High, ball two. Fly ball to right field. Callison going back. That's gone. Home run number 5 for Jose Pagan. 341-foot homer. And that'll make it 8-6. Pirates take the lead again. Here comes DeRocher, and that is it for Holtzman. Joe Decker's coming in to pitch for Chicago. Joe Decker's making his third appearance of the year. He has no wins, no losses, no saves. He has an ERA of 13.50. Pitched 2 innings. He's given up 5 hits. He has walked 3 and struck out 1. Here is Gene Alley, the 9th batter of the inning. He's 0 for 2. He flied out and grounded into a force play. Hitting .210 in May. The 1-0 pitch. It's a bouncer to second. Decker over to cover first. And he's out. 2 outs. And here's Charlie Sands. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out. He led off the bottom of the 5th as a pinch hitter for Bob Moose. The 0-1 pitch. There's a foul tip. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Caught the outside corner. Strike 3 call. But what an inning for Pittsburgh. 7 runs, 5 hits, no errors, no one left. We played 5. It's an official game at Three Rivers Stadium. Pirates retake the lead, 8-6. Coming in to pitch for Pittsburgh is Jim Nelson. He's making his 14th appearance of the year. He has a record of 1-0 with 1 save. ERA of 3.93. He's pitched 18 1/3 innings. Gave up 17 hits. No home runs. He's walked 12. He has struck out 6. He's a hard thrower who needs to master his control. It's his second year with the Pirates. Last year he was 5-1 with Pittsburgh, or 5-0 rather. ERA of 2.93. John Callison leads off the 6th. He is 1 for 2. He singled in the 4th. 2-2 pitch. It's a grounder to short. Alley's up with it. Go to first is 1 out. Here is Chris Cannizzaro. He's making his first appearance at the plate. He came in to replace the injured Randy Hundley. He's hitting .071 since coming over to Chicago. No home runs, 1 run batted in. He is 2 for 28. He's a better hitter than that. He's a lifetime batting average of 234. In fact, he had 291 with the Padres last season. He just needs to get started. Cannizzaro, he was an original member of the New York Mets back in 1962. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball in right field. Clemente coming in. He's got it. 2 outs. Here is Joe Decker. This is his first at bat of the season. Oh, they're calling him back. Ernie Banks will pinch hit. Ernie Banks is hitting .333, 1 home run, 3 runs batted in. Grounder to short. Three outs. My finger twitched. I didn't get a chance to note that Ernie Banks has 497 career home runs. He's looking for number 500. He had 1 home run on the season. That was his first pinch hitting appearance of the season. Started the season late because of an injury in spring training. Well, regarded that this will be his last season, and Leo Durocher said that it is up to Banks when he will retire, that Durocher is not going to try to push him out. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is Pittsburgh 8, Chicago 6. The new pitcher for Chicago is the Vulture, Phil Regan, making his 13th appearance of the year. He has no wins, no losses. He has 1 save, an ERA of 6.46. Pitched 15 in the 3rd innings, giving up 19 hits. 1 of those is a home run. He has walked 8 and struck out 7. Dave Cash leads off for Pittsburgh. He is 0 for 1 with a pair of walks. The 1-1 pitch. Pop up third base side, but that'll make the seats. Strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. He has a 7-game hitting streak. It's a grounder to short. Kessinger's up with it. Throw to first. In time. 1 out. Here is Roberto Clemente. He's 2 for 3 today. He singled in the 3rd, scoring, driving in a run, and he singled in the 5th. The 0-1 pitch. Fly ball to left field. Billy Williams going back, it's gone. Home run, number 4 for Roberto Clemente. And after I said that, Three Rivers Stadium is not a good home run park. Shortly after I say that, there have been 5 home runs hit today. Here is Manny Sanguillen. He's 1 for 3. He singled in the 5th. That scored a run. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball down the right field line. Callison. After it. He's after it. But it's in the stands. Foul ball. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Here he is. Willie Stargell. He's 1 for 2. He walked and he hit a 3-run homer in the 5th. He leads the majors with 17 home runs. He's hit 10 home runs in May. Hitting .298 in May. 1-1 pitch. Pops it up on the infield. Hickman will take it. And it's 3 outs. But Pittsburgh gets 1 run. 1 hit. No errors. No one left. We played 6 at Three Rivers Stadium. It's the Pirates 9, the Cubs 6. Don Kessinger leads off the 7th for Chicago. He's 1 for 3. He singled in the 4th. That scored Canizero. The Pirates have 9 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They've left 4 men on base. Cubs have 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They've left 3 men on base. They've had 5 home runs today. Jim Hickman and Billy Williams homered for the Cubs. Hickman hit a 3-run homer. Williams hit a solo homer. And Dargill homer hit a 3-run homer in the 5th. Began hit a 3-run homer in the 5th. And Clemente hit a solo home run in the 6th. So 11 of the 15 runs in this game have been accounted for by home runs. Kessinger is 1 for 3. 1-2 pitch. Hits a bouncer to third. Hebner up with a throw to first. In time. 1 out. Here is Glenn Beckert, who is 0 for 3. Grounded out in the 1st, grounded out in the 4th, and popped out in the 4th. Both teams sent 10 men to the plate at least once. Chicago in the 4th and Pittsburgh in the 5th. 3-1 pitch. High and outside ball 4. First walk given up by Nelson. Here is Billy Williams, who's 2 for 3. Singled in the 4th, and he hit his 300th career home run in the 5th. Ball 1. It's a liner to second. Cash is right there, and he has it 2 outs. Here's Ron Santo, who's 1 for 3. He doubled in the 4th. It's a hard grounder to second. Cash to his left has it. Throw to first. 3 outs. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Pittsburgh leads 9-6. Take a look around the league again. Final score at Fenway Park. Oakland beat Boston 6-2. Rick Monday hit his 9th home run of the year for Oakland. John Blue Moon Odom got the win. He's 2-0. And Sonny Siebert takes a loss. He's 5-4. Final at Yankee Stadium. Yankees beat the Angels 3-0. Rich Peterson got the win. He's 6-3. And Rudy May takes the loss. He's 4-3. And top of the 5th in Minnesota, the Orioles lead the Twins 7-3. Dave Johnson hit his 11th home run for Baltimore. That is Jim Palmer against Jim Perry. Baltimore is going for their 11th win in a row. Rich Hebner leads off for Pittsburgh. He is 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch in the 5th. 2-0 pitch. Fly ball to center. Davis is there, and he's got it. 1 out. Here's Al Oliver, who's 1 for 3. He singled in the 5th. 3-1 pitch. It's based in the right field. Callison's up with it. Beckert moved a little slow on that. Probably would have made that play at Wrigley Field on the natural grass. Here is Jose Pagan, who is 2 for 3. He singled in the 4th. and he hit a 3-run homer in the fifth. That capped off Pittsburgh's 7-run fifth inning. Outside, ball one. Another curveball outside, ball two. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fly ball down the left field line. That makes the seats. Right. Sixth inning in Milwaukee, the Brewers lead the Tigers 3-2. After getting off to a poor start, Billy Martin's Detroit Tigers, they have clawed their way in fourth place in the American League East. They're a half a game ahead of the Boston Red Sox. And the Red Sox lost today. Off the corner, ball three, 3 balls and 1 strike. Curveball, too high, ball 4. Here is Gene Allen. He's 0 for 3. Flied out, grounded into a force play in the fourth, and grounded out in the fifth. Hitting .250 with 2 home runs with runners in scoring position. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on the changeup. Curveball, ball 1. Another curve, foul tip. 1 ball, 2 strikes. High and outside, ball 2. Check Milwaukee. Yeah, they're in last place in the AL West. They're a game behind the 5th place Kansas City Royals. And the defending champion Minnesota Twins got off to a rough start there in 4th place, 21 and 25. They're 10 games behind Oakland. And the defending National League champion Mets, they're in 4th place also. The National League East, they're at 21 and 20, 8 games behind Pittsburgh. 2-2 pitch. Low, ball 3. It's grounder up the middle. Becker, second for 1, to first. Double play. 4-6-3 double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the 8th inning. We've played 7 complete. It is the Pirates 9, the Cubs 6. Jim Hickman leads off for the Cubs in the 8th. He's 1 for 3. He hit a 3-run homer in the 4th. The 0-1 pitch. It's fly ball in center field. Oliver back at the warning track, and he's got it. 1 out. Here is Brock Davis. This is his first year with the Cubs. He had a couple of very short stints with the the Houston Colt 45s in 1963, and then the Houston Astros in 1966. He had 78 at-bats before being called up to Chicago this season, so I don't think he would be considered a rookie. He was drafted by the Cubs from the Astros in the '68 minor league draft. He's 2 for 3 today. Singled in the second, and he singled in the fifth. 3-2 pitch. It's a grounder right back to the mound. Nelson's up with it to throw to first. 2 outs. Here is John Callison, who is 1 for 3. He singled in the fourth. John Callison, he was the National League MVP in 1964 with the Phillies when he had 39 home runs. He had 154 runs batted in 319 that year. Started out with the White Sox, then went to the Phillies and played with the Cubs last season. Callison came to the Cubs in November of 1969 from the Phillies for Oscar Gamble and Dick Selma and Larry Colton. Callison's been a good player. He has a 280 lifetime batting average, 242 career home runs. He is 32 years old. And let me see what he did last year. He had 287 for the Cubs last year. He had 22 home runs and 81 runs batted in. He had declined a little bit with the Phillies in 1969. I guess they thought he was expendable, but he came back and had a good year with the Cubs last season. The 0-1 pitch. Pops it up. Second base. Cash is there, and he has it. Nothing across in the top of the fifth. We played 7.5 innings here in Pittsburgh. The Pirates lead the Cubs 9-6. For Pittsburgh in the bottom of the eighth, it will be the pitcher spot. Dave Cash and Roberto Clemente. Pinch hitting for Jim Nelson will be Vic Davalillo. He has a 9-game hitting streak. He's hitting .342, no home runs, and 6 runs batted in. As a pinch hitter, he is 2 for 8 with an RBI. He's one of our old friends with the Cleveland Indians. Played with the Indians from 1963 until 1968. Mid-season 1968, he was traded to the Angels. Then in 1969, he was traded mid-season to the Cardinals. This year, he is with the Pirates. Cardinals traded him to the Pirates along with Nelson Briles for Matty Alou and George Brunette. Hitting .373 in May, the 3-1 pitch. Fouls it back, strike 2. Payoff pitch. Grounder to first. Hickman has it. He'll take it himself. 1 out. Here is Dave Cash, who's 0 for 2. He has 2 walks today. 7-game hitting streak on the line. 3-0 pitch. Ball 4. That's his 3rd walk of the day. Warming up in the Pirates bullpen is Dave Justin. Here's Roberto Clemente. He is 3 for 4 today. Singled in the 3rd, driving in a run. Singled in the 5th, and he hit a solo home run in the 6th. Low, that got past Canzero. Cash takes 2nd. They're calling that a pass ball. Pitch. Fly ball, left field side, but that makes a sense. Caught the inside corner, strike 2. Liner down the 3rd base line, that's foul. Count remains 1 and 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. Here is Manny Sanguillen, who's 1 for 4. Single in the 5th. That scored Norm Cash. Or Norm Cash, Dave Cash. It's a grounder to first. Hickman up with it. The underhand tossed to Reagan. 3 outs. No runs. No hits. No errors. 1 left. We go to the 9th. It is the Pirates 9, the Cubs 6. Dick Davalillo stays in the game at first base. And coming in a pitch is Dave Justin. Making his 12th appearance of the season. He has a record of 2-1 with 7 saves, an ERA of 1.42, 12 2/3 innings. He's given up 10 hits. He's walked 2. He struck out 5. He will be in the 7th spot in the batting order. Canizero leads off for Chicago. He's 0 for 1 today. Fly to right in the 6th inning. 1-0 pitch. He hits a fly ball to right field. Clemente's there near the track, and he's got it. 1 out. And here's the pitcher's spot. Paul Popovich, pitch hitting for Reagan. He's hitting .220 on the season, 2 home runs, 15 runs batted in. Hitting .333 as a pinch hitter. He is 1 for 3. 2-2 pitch. He hits a grounder to first. Davalillo up with it. He underhands it to Justy. 2 outs. Chicago's down to their final out. It's Don Kessinger. He is 1 for 4. He singled in the 4th, driving in a run. 3-2 pitch. Payoff pitch. Fly ball in the center. Al Oliver coming in. He's got it. And that's the game. Pirates win 9-6. For the Pirates, they had 9 runs on 9 hits, no errors. Chicago had 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Bob Moose got the win. He is 3-2. Dave Justy gets a save, his 8th save. Ken Holtzman took the loss. He is 5-5. Moose kind of got battered around. He pitched 5 innings, gave up 9 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned. He gave up 2 home runs. He struck out 1. Jim Nelson pitched 3 innings, gave up 1 walk. He faced 10 batters, no hits. And Dave Justy pitched 1 inning, faced 3 batters. He gave up no hits. Holtzman pitched 4 1/3 innings, gave up 7 hits, 8 runs, all earned, 2 home runs. He walked 4. He struck out 4. Hundley left the game with an injury, but the report from the clubhouse is that he is day to day. Pirates left 6 men on base. The Cubs left 4 men on base. Star of the game is Jim Nelson. Pitched 3 innings, gave up no hits, no runs, walked 1. Pittsburgh took the lead in the 3rd inning when Bob Moose walked to lead off the inning. He stole second. And then with 1 out, Clemente singled, and that drove him home. Pirates took a 1-0 lead. Then in the 4th inning, it looked like Chicago might have practically put it away. They sent 10 men to the plate with 1 out. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Jim Hickman had hit a 3-run homer. Made it 3-1. And then with 2 outs, runners on 1st and 2nd. Ken Holtzman single. That scored Brock Davis. Made it 4-1 Chicago. And then Don Kessinger followed up with a single. He was the 9th hitter of the inning. That scored Chris Cannizzaro, who had come in a pinch run for Randy Hundley. That made it 5-1 Chicago. Then in the top of the 5th, Billy Williams led off with a solo home run. Made it 6-1 Chicago. That was his 300th career home run. But then in the bottom of the 5th, things just came apart for Chicago. With 1 out, Dave Cash walked. Clemente singled. Sent Cash to 3rd. Then Sanguillen singled. That scored Norm Cash. Clemente on 2nd. So runners on 1st and 2nd. Willie Stargell hit a 3-run homer down the right field line. That made it 6-5. And then Rich Hebner was hit by a pitch. Al Oliver singled. Then Jose Pagan hit a 3-run homer. That made it 8-6. Just like in Chicago's 4th, Pittsburgh sent 10 men to the plate, but they scored 2 more runs. So after 5, suddenly at the beginning of the inning, Pittsburgh was leading 5-1, or Chicago was leading 5-1. Suddenly at the end of the inning, Pittsburgh is leading 8-6. And then in the 6th inning, with 1 out, Roberto Clemente hit a solo home run. So there were 5 home runs today. Time of the game was 2 hours and 47 minutes. It started out like this might have been a pitcher's duel between Ken Holtzman and Bob Moose, but it turned into a slugfest. But then the bullpens took over. Joe Decker, he pitched 2/3 of an inning for Chicago, and he struck out one. And then Phil Regan pitched 3 innings. He gave up 2 hits. One of those was Clementi's home run. He walked 2 and he struck out 2. The bullpens ended up pitching better than the starters. That's unusual in this game. It seems like the bullpens are always pitching worse than the starters do. Time of the game was 2 hours and 47 minutes. And once again, our final score from Pittsburgh. The Pirates win it 9-6. Hope you enjoyed this game, and thank you for watching.